Good morning everybody, my name is Kai from the Aloe Farm, and today I'm going to be showing you how to repot this lovely bonsai back into its old pot. Now the reason why I'm going to be doing this is because this plant here has depleted the nutrients in its soil and so cannot take up any new nutrients to grow with, and also has run out of space as it is root bound. So using only a root hook, this tool here, which is nice and hard and able to pry out these roots and make them get nice and loose, a chopstick, which basically does the same thing, and a secateur, of which there are many brands on the market available. I will be getting this plant out the pot and starting the process. So, as you can see, it is really what we say in Afrikaans, fuss in this pot. It is stuck. So I have to pry out the sides to loosen it out a little bit. Be careful, but don't be scared to be rough. This tree is going to be healthier for it. Here you can see this plant has become root bound. So that means now the roots have taken up all its space in the pot. It is no longer able to take up nutrients as it should be. And as a tree does, it wants to expand and grow ever increasingly outwards. So we are going to simulate that on a miniature scale again by removing its roots. But first, I need to loosen them up so that I can have a proper look at this root ball. This companion plant, ground cover, is also taking up nutrients from the soil, and while it is nice, it is essentially a competitor. So for now, it is fine to remove it entirely and put some back later when you want to put this plant on display. As I'm cleaning, I can see more and more of this root ball and how I need to fix it a little bit. This is very, very thick, and you can see I am struggling. This plant really needs this treatment. Now here you can see I've got most of the root ball that I need. Just going to remove some of the companion plant a little bit more so that there is less competition as this plant reestablishes. Now I should actually continue loosening up this root ball. As I can see, it is thick with growth. just to thin it out a little bit so that it has that space to grow out again. So there's no need to cut this root ball right now, only needing to loosen it. And then afterwards, I will determine if I have to cut anything back. So we are almost finished with this preparation. All right. Now, in the process of loosening these roots, I have broken off quite a few roots. It is a natural process. However, whenever you work with the roots, you need to work with the leaves. You need to remove leaves as well. Defoliation, simply plucking off the leaves, is one manner to manage. However, I'm going to just simply cut back a little bit on this plant's branches to remove both dead branches, long branches, and leaves, allowing this plant to lose less moisture than it otherwise would have, as it does not take up as much moisture now that the roots have been reduced. Do not be scared to cut your plant back. Branches can regrow. Plants are amazing things. Now, I want to put it back in this pot. So I've got to prepare the pot a little bit for this process. So, putting a layer of new soil at the bottom, I'm going to be putting this plant back at the same level as it was previously in the pot. Then I will take organic fertilizer. We like to use Talborn organic fertilizer as it's organic, it cannot burn your plants. It has micro elements in, and you can feed every 3 months, only a little bit at a time. It's really, really nice, especially for somebody who doesn't have a lot of time to feed your plants. So with that in mind, we just pour a little bit of fertilizer all around by the roots, and we cover up the rest of the root ball. Compact your soil a little bit to get as much of it as possible between those roots, basically getting air pockets out of the ground. Once you have put all the soil you can back in the pot, you take your plant somewhere shady to put for about a week, and you water it immediately. A rain nozzle such as this on this watering can will ensure that you do not wash too much soil away whenever you water. For further inquiries, contact us on the Aloe Farm on Facebook or on our email.